Okay, NFL Week 12. The Giants are moving on. They've released Daniel Jones, and this week they've got a home game against the Bucs. Can they hang in there with backup quarterback Tommy DeVito, or is this going to be an easy win for the visitors? We'll find out in just a second. But first, I want to talk to you about a special that we have going on at Wager Talk right now. It's the rest of the NFL and college football season combined, right through the college football playoff, right through the NFL playoffs to the Super Bowl. Every football pick for the handicapper of your choice at a discounted rate. I'm heating up in the NFL. It was a little overdue, but we're finally starting to roll in the NFL. I've hit 4 of my last 5. I cashed with the Browns on Thursday Night Football. And I also have a 5% NFL play for Sunday that's currently up on my page in one of the Week 12 games. But we'll talk about a different Week 12 game here. And that is, of course, the Bucs and the Giants. So literally right before I was about to do this video, Daniel Jones has been released. Now, he was already benched. We knew he would be inactive for this game. But he is now asked for his release, and the Giants have granted it to him, which means Daniel Jones is no longer a Giant and will look for a new home. So a couple of things to look into. I mean, the Giants might be tanking at this point. I hate to think that teams would do that, but you have to at least consider the possibility of, I don't think the players, and this is something we've talked about on shows before, typically the players are not going to be the ones to tank, but the ownership can, because the ownership knows that they can, potentially put themselves in a better position to draft a player. The Giants will certainly be looking to draft a quarterback. So, that's the only real way to explain the fact that Tommy DeVito would start this game over Drew Lock, because Tommy DeVito is a worse quarterback than Drew Lock. And we know Tommy DeVito is a worse quarterback than Daniel Jones. I don't think, even when Jones struggles of late, I don't think anyone is going to come out and make the case that Tommy DeVito is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones. I don't even think you can make the case that he's better than Drew Lock. Now, I have a couple of so the only thing that can really explain the decision to go with DeVito would be the Giants preferring to lose these games. Now, there is one other theory that's more pro-Giants, and that's the fact, and it stems from the fact that the locker room was not happy about Jones getting benched. They can't be happy that he's now no longer on the team. And so my one thought is, that Daboll's coaching for his job. If he doesn't finish this season strong, he's probably going to get fired. He may get fired anyway after the whole Daniel Jones thing. But my thought is that maybe Daboll thinks the team will play for DeVito, and maybe they won't play as hard for Drew Lock. And the reason I say that is Drew Lock just signed this year, backup quarterback. DeVito's kind of an organization guy. He's worked his way up in the Giants organization from practice squad to third string to getting a chance to start last year, to being a backup. So I just have to think that maybe Daboll looks and says, okay, the team will probably show up to play for DeVito more so than Lock, because that's the only way I think you can justify starting Tommy DeVito over Lock or Jones. Well, now Jones is a moot point. He's gone. But starting him over Drew Lock, the guy that you went out and paid to be your backup this year, that's only gotten in one game, an afterthought game against the Eagles when the Giants were getting blown out. But it doesn't even matter, because either way, it's going to be a bad matchup for the Giants here against the Bucs. The Bucs have a great run defense. So this is not a game where DeVito can kind of go out, manage, turn around, hand the ball off to Singletary, hand the ball off to Tracy, and expect to have success. You need to have success through the air to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't see either of them doing that, but I certainly don't see Tommy DeVito having success, throwing the ball into this Buc. Forget where the Bucs are rated defensively. I don't think Tommy DeVito has success throwing the ball into an NFL defense, period. So certainly not a Bucs defense that's going to pretty much take away the run. So, and then on the Bucs side, there's a potential of getting Mike Evans back, which it really can't be understated how huge that would be. Because remember, Chris Godwin has been sidelined since his really gruesome injury on Monday Night Football against the Ravens. So Evans being back would just be a massive upgrade to the Bucs receiving situation, but the Bucs might not even need that here because the Giants can't stop the run. So this is really a sort of a dream matchup for the Bucs, in my opinion. The only thing that the Giants have going for them here, they have two things going for them. One, it does feel like one of those spots where the team just like rallies around DeVito, kind of like looks themselves in the mirror after the bye week and says, like, are we going to play hard for the rest of the year? Or are we not? And goes out and like plays hard. It just plays a good game that could potentially cover the 6. The other thing they have going for them is that the crowd is actually going to get behind DeVito. I have a bunch of buddies that are Giants season ticket holders, and the tone throughout the stadium this season has been so bad. And this is just like typical New Yorkers right here, but like the tone in the stadium, the second Daniel Jones throws an incomplete pass or does something wrong, he's booed. The fans have had it. They don't cheer. They're just upset with ownership for getting rid of Barkley, for the fact that they still have to endure Daniel Jones playing football. The fans have been restless since the very first snap of the season against Minnesota. I do think the fans will be behind DeVito because they have been in the past. He's sort of their guy. And so that is the other thing the Giants have going for them. But the Giants have nothing going for them in the matchup department. They can't stop the run. The Bucs will probably be able to establish the run, and Baker will be able to get something going, even if he doesn't have Evans. If he has Evans, his best receiver's back. That's huge. On the other side of the ball, the Bucs should be able to take away the run easily and force Tommy DeVito to throw into their defense, which is fine even for a lesser pass defense in the NFL. I expect the Bucs to win here. This number got out of hand quick, presumably on, the Daniel Jones news, but I'll be really surprised if the Bucs don't win this game. So for a free play, I'll say Bucs -6. I think you could parlay their money line with another money line favorite if you wanted to. But for a free pick here, we'll go Bucs -6. Remember, already a winner for me this week with the Browns, 4-1 in my last 5 NFL selections. I have a 5% NFL play up on the site for Sunday afternoon. And the rest of the NFL and college football season, I've won 6 of the last 7 weeks in college football, hoping to do it again this weekend. And you can get all of my football plays the rest of the way up in a package on my page, no coupon necessary. So check that out. Good luck this weekend. I hope you guys hit all of your bets, and we'll see you guys next time.